don't think you two are going to make it. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
You hate boredom, right, Anthony?
Oh.
You're a big anti-boredom guy.
I get bored of the drop of a hat. I'm the worst. I'm the worst.
I don't think you're the worst. I think this guy outworsts you when it comes to boredom.
Do tell.
A Frenchman.
Oh, it would be.
Yeah?
Oh, with their cheeses and their ennui. With
And
their black and
bored.
white films and their cobblestone streets. With their Mobius comics and their ambient dance music.
Yeah. They get bored.
They're
This
so
Frenchman,
bored.
He is suing his former
Really,
employer.
I don't know anything worthwhile about the French.
What,
Anyway,
really?
go on.
Their
Yeah.
kisses are great. Suing his former employer
Yeah.
for something he's called bore out, which is a version
My wife.
bore out. In French, it's known as a bore out. 90s. No, it's
Hey, by the way, I'm really sorry that I did that, guys. I'm
not.
really sorry that I did that.
Bore out is in relation to burnout. They bored him out at his job. He was a executive at a perfume business because it's France. You got to work
Of course
the
he
perfume
was.
business.
France is 90% perfumeries.
When you turn 16, you're conscripted into the
10%
perfume business.
Yeah, and 7% creperies.
Yeah,
And 3% cigarette stores.
Every French citizen has to work for at least 2 years in a perfume business or a creperie.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
rules.
It's like being
You
in
get to choose
Israel
one
with
or
the
the other.
military.
Yeah, you're
He's like-
conscripted.
He's like, you have 3 choices. Number 1, you can work here at the perfumery.
Oh, Papa, but you know that my nose is not good.
Okay, then secondary, you can work at the creperie.
Oh, but Papa, you know my crepes are too thick. Everyone says so.
Wait.
What is option 3, Papa? Please tell me. What is option 3?
The Foreign Legion.
The Foreign Legion?
The Foreign Legion.
Okay, Papa, I will pack
I
my
love
bags.
you, son. Make us proud out there in the desert. Do not run into any of the mummies.
Oh, Papa,
It's
the
almost,
mummies-
from what I understand about the French Foreign Legion, there is no water and it is mostly mummies.
Well, I suppose I will attack them with the power of mime, which I have learned since I was a child.
As we all have, my son, as we all have.
They cannot attack me if I am in this invisible box, right, Papa?
Oh, ma petite cochon. You make me so proud. Here, take this tiny accordion that my father gave to me. I now give it to you.
But Papa is invisible, just like the box in which I live.
Oui. It is a mime accordion.
Papa, now I take my
Just
leave.
as this is a mime cigarette I've been smoking your entire life.
But now, as I try to leave, the wind, it is so powerful against me. That's all we know about France.
I think that's right. You know, I spent a week in Paris, and I think it was basically that. Yeah.
Anyway, so he's
There
suing
were
his
H&M's and Top Shops, but it was basically like that.
suing his employer for boring him. He worked in the perfume business. He was a executive, and he claims that bore out instead of burnout, it's just as bad. He's
My
suing
wife.
for 360,000 euros. He's
360,000 euros.
yeah. He said it was killed professionally through boredom.
This guy wants $500,000. That's about $500,000.
Well, not anymore, but yeah.
No, euros. We're talking
Oh
euros.
yeah, euros. Yeah, yeah.
Not pounds.
Not the pound. Right.
Yeah. This is about $500,000 because his job was boring. I didn't know I could do that.
So is this the most brilliant?
Literally every job I've ever had has been boring.
I know. That's why they're called jobs. Is he brilliant or is he the biggest asshole who ever lived?
This guy is starting up the revolution. That's what's going on. This guy's finally said it. He's finally said it.
Are we entitled to not be bored? I
Yes!
don't think we are. I don't think we are. I think that's why they give you dollars or euros in this case. They pay you because it's fucking boring. That's why you get the paycheck at the end.
Literally everything you're saying to me is boring me right now. You just sound like a 50-year-old man talking in my ear. telling me like, just be responsible and go to work and be a good little automaton droid and punch the cards and organize the papers.
I'm just saying.
Go to the water cooler and get your 64 ounces of water every day. And then at the end of 40 years, we'll give you a gold watch as we push you into the grave.
Well, sometimes
I actually have not worked a regular job in a few years, and I don't.
You don't know how
That's
that works.
that's what it's like, though.
I mean, actually, you're oddly accurate, but still,
That's how I remember it.
boring
from the last
shit needs
office
to
I
get
worked in.
done. In the
Yeah.
real world, boring shit needs to get done. That's
Well,
why
I
they
think-
give you dollars to do it.
I think this is what is fascinating.
If you wanted to do it, they wouldn't need to give you money.
You're so boring. So this is what what I think is fascinating about this. Over the last 2 generations, we have decided that we are above manual labor, right?
Yeah, which is not true.
No, it's not true. In the developed world, we have it so easy now, and there are so many things that we can do that we've decided that we are above craftsmanship and manual labor. This is what the elderly are telling me all the time. I think it's fascinating that now we've gotten to a point where it's like, well, not only should I not get physically tired from working physically all day, but you should be entertaining me more.
Right.
Or I'll just go get a
fuck?
more entertaining job.
What the fuck? What the living fuck? Like, seriously,
These
that
are
is
all
the most...
kids named like Probiscus
Yeah.
and Hawthorne, you know?
Right.
And it's like, I hate to be the old guy here, but this is just like...
The concept being that the responsibility is on the work to not be boring, rather than the responsibility is on me to find joy in the work.
How important could something boring really be to the world?
Right. Said a guy.
Says me right now.
Yeah.
How important? If it's boring, do we really need it?
It has to be entertaining or it's useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's boring that we need?
I suppose, taxes. We got to do it. An accountant doesn't sound like a fun job,
No.
but I need that guy to do my taxes, right?
Yeah. And accountants are weird. And I like talking to accountants because they're weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like to be an accountant.
Probably boring.
Do you think they're bored by it?
I think there are some people that probably think it's fun.
Here's my
But
thing.
you know, the first...
I think it's about finding the job that's right for you, right?
Right.
And to a certain extent.
But there's
To
a
another
responsibility on you.
Yes. Well, what I was going to say, to the other extent, it is understanding that no matter what you find, no matter how entertaining it seems from the outside, it's still going to be a job. There is still some sort of labor. There's still some sort of process. There's nothing. Even fun stuff isn't fun all the time, right? You could go play.
Right.
You
want to ruin a thing you love? Do it for a living.
Yeah. Or even like, you love Warcraft.
I do.
You love Warcraft.
I mean, you're
There
talking
are-
about like a role-playing or RTS from like 1994.
I'm talking about World of Warcraft.
There you go.
You love World of Warcraft, right?
Right.
You're what are you? An orc shaman? What are you?
Okay, I'm pretty much all of those. But yes, I'm a Draenei paladin is my main.
Sure. Why wouldn't you be? And so you love playing that game. You have
Right.
your guild, but here's the thing. Like sometimes your guild needs to go on a raid that you don't need. Sometimes somebody
Yeah.
needs an item that you don't need. Sometimes you need to get to the next level to do something and you just got to kill a bunch of what? Rats, slimes, what is it?
Yeah, all those.
All that shit. It's boring
right,
sometimes.
but I do it for the good of the guild.
and you love it.
For the good of the guild, because in this analogy, the guild is society, and in this analogy, a Draenei paladin is every goddamn person who ever got a job.
Not everybody's a Draenei paladin.
Most people are.
Really?
Saying.
What is that? That's a dark elf? Is
No,
that a
Draenei is
Draenei?
a space cow. It's a space.
Oh, you're
donkey.
the worst kind of
No, it's
person.
cool. It was a Burning Crusade.
Yeah, are you really
My
really?
first
It's
character-
a space cow.
Vanilla WoW, I was a night elf druid, and then Burning Crusade came along. I got that Draenei paladin, stuck with him. He's been my mains ever since.
You're a cow. You're a night cow.
Yeah, I am a space cow, and fuck you if you don't like it. Space cows rock.
All right, this is not about you and your hobbies. What this is about is the fact that every hobby has a certain amount of boring drudgery to it, and that's your favorite thing. So even if you find a job you love, what makes you think you're entitled to love it all the time?
I will go even farther, Anthony, and I know this makes me into some sort of crazy hippie, whatever,
You're already
idealist.
You're already a space cow. I don't know if anybody's
This makes
taking
me
you
a
seriously
full-on
anymore.
space cow. This is space cow philosophy right here.
Space cow
I don't
philosophy.
believe there's such a thing as boredom. I don't think boredom is a thing. When I was a kid,
You're right.
When I was a kid, I was not allowed to use the word bored because my parents would say,
Because your
if you
dad
say
was
that-
Louis C.K.
he was so entertaining all the time. No, because they said if you say you're bored, we'll give you something to do and you're not going to like it. You're bored, I'll give you something to do, but you're not going to like it. So I removed that word from my vocabulary.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, like the idea of being bored, I don't even think it's a thing. I think it's just I am incapable of describing why I don't like to do this in any other word.
Yes.
It's a very lazy word to use for not liking to do something. So I'm bored.
My whole
Fuck
life,
you.
60% of my day is about the management of time and attention. It's just my brain. That's the way my brain is. It's
Right.
a brain chemistry thing. And I take pills and I see a person and I do stuff. And it's just all about managing time and attention in my brain. It's all about letting my brain know that it's okay to be involved with something because my brain literally thinks everything is boring. That's kind of part of like what it like I just can't focus on anything, right? That's part of what ADHD is. It's part of what this thing is. And so I think you're right. There is no such thing as boredom. There is just this sort of thing where you have to manage your amount of interest and attention and willpower.
Right.
That's what it is.
And you have to
get a little space cow. Yeah.
Things.
To get a little space cow myself, to get a little Eckhart Tolle or whatever the fuck, like
How did you know the name of my character in WoW?
I swear to God you're the worst person. That's the worst. I know it's a joke, but it offended me so much. It offended me so much for just a split second. I got so angry because that character's probably out there. There's probably somebody that's doing that right now.
It's probably true.
But no, I think it is. It's all about figuring out how to enjoy the things that pop up in your life, right? Like everybody is. Here are two things that we're always looking at. We're always looking at our current jobs and how much we hate them. And then we're looking at some sort of enlightenment or spiritual sort of...
Right.
Some sort of spiritual next level, right?
Right.
And we tend to think that we think about this thing and it's like, oh, it's gross and it's boring and I hate my job. And like one day, like I've been meditating and I've been doing yoga and oh my gosh, it's doing so many great things for my mind. Well, I mean, if it is... then how come your job's not getting any less boring for you? Are you really Are you really moving towards enlightenment?
Well,
if you're just like, I want to be selectively enlightened. I want to be like, look, I have so much more attention now, and I'm so calm now, and like nothing bugs me anymore. But fuck my job, and fuck my boss, and fuck traffic, and it's like, dude, you don't get to pick an area of your life to be enlightened in.
Well, I think it's because we tie so much of our happiness to wants.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's because we are conditioned to do that by the capitalistic society we're in. And it's just super space cow right now.
Yeah.
But the idea that if you get what you want and life is all about wants, you won't be bored because you're not doing anything you don't want to be doing.
The treadmill. Yeah.
Right. Get what you want. Only do the things you want. I don't want to be at work. I don't want to be here. Oh, I'm bored. It's boring to be here because I don't want to be here. I want to be doing something else.
Yeah.
Instead of the thing that would be most healthy, which is engage in life and do the things you need to do the things that would help others and to make your life better and find the joy in it rather than clamoring after all of the wants that have been projected onto you.
Yeah. And that's why some
cow.
people can be super happy being a weird cartoon cow in a game where you could be a sweet looking elf or something. You're just like, no, I'm just going to be a cartoon cow. And you know what? I'm happy being a cartoon cow.
Yeah, me too. Papa, I'm back from the Legion. It has been a transformative experience. Look at my cow costume. I found meaning in life. I've found so many things that I want to be. I want to live. I want to experience. Papa, why do you look at me so strangely?
La vache? No.
Oui, Papa, oui. Look, it has a little tail, but also sparkles from the space.
Pourquoi?
Papa, because he is enlightened. He has known so many things. The whole world is much bigger than the little invisible box we live in here.
My son, you have come back from the desert with the desert madness, I believe.
Oh, Papa, don't belittle me. I have seen things. I have lived.
No.
I understand the ennui that you live through every day is not real.
Ennui is part of our coat of arms. It's on our flag,
I
the
know,
French
it's
flag.
Very difficult for an artist to render ennui, but they did an
They
amazing job.
stopped. They got bored and they did not do it. But we all know that the ennui is there. There is the red stripe, and then the white part where the ennui was supposed to be, and then the blue stripe.
Right.
And he just got bored. That's who we are. We are bored.
Oh, Papa.
My father was bored. His father before him was bored. I am already tired of this story. How can you come back here
Papa.
in color when the rest of us are in black and white?
I have seen a new world of color. And Papa.
This is some bullshit Pleasantville nonsense. I hate it. You are no son of mine.
What, Papa? How do you say these hurtful things? I have been so loyal to you and to our country for so many years.
Okay, I am bored of this conversation. You are welcome back into my heart.
Oh, thank you, Papa. Can I stay in my Space Scout costume?
Are we still talking?
Enter the mother.
It has been like this our whole lives, and I am so sad.
I cannot believe you are still here. I thought you were gone.
I know you have not noticed me. I've been in the back, trapped inside a invisible box.
You know that box is not real.
Well,
That is what I've been trying to say, Papa.
That's why those French films never made any goddamn sense.
It's something about a balloon and
Yeah.
a delicatessen,
Yeah.
and then a
So
woman and a
boring.
gnome.
I just don't believe in boredom, dude. I don't believe in it. I
Well,
really don't.
good for you.
I don't believe
Good for
in
you.
it.
I'm gonna catch you being bored one day.
I lose interest in things. I get depressed. I get frustrated. All those things happen. I
Yeah.
just don't think that's like this boredom presupposes like a level of engagement that the thing is required instead of it being about me.
Yes.
The thing is supposed to hold my interest. Well, you know, that's not on the thing, right? If it's bad, if I don't like it, I'm going to be turned off from the thing. And I'm certainly a critic of movies and
I'm
video
gonna
games.
I'm gonna take away your VR helmet, and I'm
Don't.
going to give you a stick and hoop, and we'll see if you learn what fucking boredom is. I'm gonna give you ball and cup instead of your HTC Vive, and we'll find out what boredom is real fast.
Listen, I'm not saying that I will always find enjoyment regardless of the thing. There are good things and there are bad things, and there are things that frustrate me and disappoint me and make me lose interest. Yes, but this idea that they're like, I don't know. I don't even understand what people say when they say boring. It's just such a lazy descriptor to me.
You're bored of it.
I'm so bored by people using the word boring.
No, I think that's true, and I think a lot of it does come down to us. I love that this guy is going to try to pull off this lawsuit.
You do?
I do. I think it's fantastic.
It's horseshit.
Try to pull it off, dude. I believe in you. I'm pulling for you. I think it is horse shit, but I want you to get that money.
Yeah.
I would love somebody to sue their job for $500. That's a twee indie film that I would watch the hell out of. I love that movie. Maybe he falls in love with his lawyer. I don't know. Maybe she drives around in one of those little like the cars that open, like the Sparrow, and it opens from the front. You know?
Do you think that
I think this is an adorable film.
Do you think that that employers have a responsibility to remove monotony? Or that's just what they're paying you for, is to endure monotony?
I mean, look, I do think that you are entitled to either a ball pit or a fireman's pole at the office.
Well, I
sure.
can get behind that.
Sure. In summer months, you should get a slip and slide at the very least,
Some sprinklers.
optimally a crocodile mile.
Oh, a crocodile mile.
Sure. I mean, if you're working for a fancy startup, I don't
Yeah.
see why they wouldn't get you a crocodile mile. But I think workplaces don't have a responsibility to entertain you, but I do think there's something to be said for a workplace acknowledging that the people there are human, and if the job has to be monotonous,
Mhm.
it's nice to at least work in a workplace that is is positive and has other things going on. You know,
I can get
maybe you
behind
got
that.
maybe you got an adult kickball team. I don't know. Maybe every Wednesday you guys get together and you do a board game night or something. Just
Yeah.
something that makes it feel
I can get behind
human.
that.
You
I can
know,
get behind that. I can get behind rotation or division of labor, or not making
Yeah.
the same guy sit in the same hole doing the same 6 things. over
yeah.
and
Try
over.
to make it. You know, try to split up responsibilities and do things as much as you can, just to acknowledge that your employees are people.
Right.
Now, not you know, you can do that more in some industries than you can in others. But you're certainly not allowed to sue people because your job is boring. Like, that's not. But I hope, once again, this guy wins, because I guess I wish I had thought of it first. In all honesty, that's really what it comes down to. I wish I had thought of this before this guy, because God, that is a sweet racket.
Well,
What do you guys think?
Have you ever had a boring job? A job that you were bored by?
Yes, of course. Everybody.
I mean, I've had a job I hated,
yeah,
but
but he doesn't say bored.
I never used
He's
that
trying
word.
to say that he had a boring job, but he's not
Hated the
allowed to
job.
because he painted himself into a corner. We would like to know if you've ever had a boring job, and if so, what it was. You can tweet those to us. I'm at A Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
And you can hashtag those Space Cow,
Yeah,
obviously.
obviously.
And hey, if you're enjoying the show,
Oh, I am enjoying it so much. It is giving a color to my black and white world.
no,
I don't know how that guy got
not
in
even
here.
as yeah.
I don't even know how that guy got in
On
here.
video,
I
now
have
that
stopped
there's
responding.
video, now that there's video, they can tell that it was you.
What?
And you know that I wasn't talking to you.
What?
But we're gonna move past
I
that.
don't know how I got in here.
Because we have bigger things to talk about, namely going and giving the show on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you watch, a 5-star rating.
It's important because it bumps our show up, it makes it more visible, and more new users can find it and listen to the show and enjoy it like you.
Yep, and if you've seen a story recently that you want to submit to us, be sure to do that at wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com or wehaveconcerns.reddit.com. Your submissions are really the lifeblood of the show, and we love knowing what you guys are thinking about and what you guys find interesting. And hey, if you're listening to this in audio, go check out the video, youtube.com/wehaveconcernshow. If you're watching this on video, go check out the audio at wehaveconcerns.com and hit subscribe here on YouTube if you're watching on video. We don't have a subscribe on We Have Concerns. I don't know.
does.
It's getting confusing.
I'm bored.